Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, and welcome to part 5 of Dragon Age Origins. And we're exactly where we were at the end of part 4B, and we are heading out into the somewheres. Let's crack straight into it, people. Now, I've got a couple of... oh, I thought it was... Okay, cutscene. Oh, nice. We've got a camp here, I think.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon? Is that a dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises.
Nope.
Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Right, well, we'll have a little bit of a wander around, speak to folks.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
I love the voice on this woman. This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
The Chantry says the Maker has left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe what feels right to you, Liliana.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
And we have similar hair, so, you know. Girls bonding. Sten, you big beast. Hey, enchantments. There's the two dwarf guys there. I thought they would come in. I thought I had a recollection of them coming with us.
Why are we stopping?
Let's talk for a moment.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
I've never seen Canary before. Tell me about your people.
No.
What? Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you were in the army?
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, human.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
So the Canary don't come from the islands?
We do now.
He's full of long answers, isn't he? Where did you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Okay, let's... can you be more specific?
No.
Thought so.
I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
Are you alright? You were in a cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
We should get moving.
As you wish.
Where's Morrigan gone? Oh, there she is.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I don't want you to leave.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
What? -10? Feckin' hell, we do have, as it happens, it's not that. Sometimes have gifts in camps that you can give to people that lets them like you a bit more. Yeah, Morrigan's gone down a bit there because of that -10. That was a bit harsh, wasn't it? Got loads of runes at the top there all of a sudden. So we've got Golden Scythe, 490 black. Small carved statue. A robed woman. Probably a chantry thing, maybe. Oh, that's Andraste. Heavy sword inscribed with dwarven runes. But we don't have a dwarf on the list yet. Give to Morrigan. Sure, why not?
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Silver bracelet. Tribal necklace.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
And silver bracelet.
Interesting.
Oh, that's got our 10 back anyway. Battlefield's spirit maintains a chill even in direct sunlight, which appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact with exposed flesh and discouraged, but likely inevitable. All right.
Interesting.
We'll give the other one to the Andraste one can go to. I don't know why I came out of that actually. Give that to Liliana.
That's a wonderful thought.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
+10. Cha-ching! Okay, let's go and see if we can do anything with these. Will she speak to us again or not?
What do you wish of me? If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother has been doing this for a long time then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone do it?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
By practitioners you mean apostates?
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
That is all.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful. It does seem a little bit revolting. That would just make you angry, I think. I think your abilities are quite useful.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Nice. Approval. Liliana got a +10 as well. Wow. Nice. Don't know how, but God, I can't believe how smooth this game plays on here. I'm going to say it every episode, at least once. Pan's gorgeous. Right, let's talk to our ruining friends.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer.
Enchantment.
Bodon Fedric, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to stay, just mind yourselves. Let me see your wares. Have you been following us? What do you sell? What are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Let me see your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Discount, eh? Well, we could palm off a bit of stuff here, couldn't we? As it happens. How much gold have we got? 1229.82. It's not bad, is it? Actually, hang on a minute. Did I see a... Oh, I didn't. I thought I saw a backpack somewhere there. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Backpack would have been nice. Ah, there it is. Well, we're definitely buying that. So let's just get that out of the way now. It's taken us up to 90. So we can hold more stuff. Okay, so 131 gold for that bloody axe. What? So I think what we'll do is we will have a quick... Let's just come out of there for a second. Let's have a word with Sandal.
Hello.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... What was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments do you do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Well, the Oathkeeper can hold a jewel. Tier 3 sword. Requires 15 strength. Alright, let's give it a whirl. Cold. Chance to reduce movement speed. Fire damage. Electricity damage. Nice. I don't think you can take the enchantments out, however, once you've put them in. Electric sword. Electric boogaloo sword. That actually costs us anything. I don't think it did it? Oh, you can remove runes. You can remove them. Alright. Alright. Nice. Quest complete. Must have had one to do a... Alright, must have been speaking to them. Enchantments and stuff. Right, well we need to equip you with some stuff, sir. And also we need to sort out... Now we've got a slight problem. Either we get Sten in the party, which I think might be a clever idea for the minute, because Liliana and me are kind of the same. Although we could make Liliana a distance person, or we can make Sten a beast. Okay, so let's give him some stuff anyway, so we've got the options. What do we got for you, Sten, my friend? Heavy... Oh, hello. Tier 3. Might as well get that on him then. Heavy armour. Nice. Heavy chainmail. So we've got heavy chainmail boots. Yes, we do. Heavy chainmail gloves. Nice. Got all the kit for him. Heavy chainmail helmet. They might do Alistair right enough. Don't have a helm. Oh, I've got the commander's helm. Tier 3. Hey, beast! Might take him out with us actually for a bit of a run. We'll kit Liliana out anyway. Now, do you want to make him a two-handed? The Oathkeeper's got the electric sword, but I was thinking about giving that to Alistair, possibly. Make him a great sword kind of guy. Tier 3, yeah. $11 damage. 12 damage. Let's do it. Do we have any... Don't have anything else we can give him at the minute, I don't think. What's that all about, having that in there? We don't have any chains or necklaces or anything to give him, so that'll have to do for now, I think. Nice! Got ourselves a warrior, people. I don't have to walk over to them. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm going to stand by the campfire anyway. Right, we're going to get her set up with bows and shiz. I think we should have a little save, actually. We've not done one this part, people. Make that our save for this episode. Alright, so... Well, Alistair has got the family sword on, which is tier 2, so let's give him the Oathkeeper. Yeah, it's a better weapon now, I think. It's got +4 attack on it right enough, the family sword. But this has got plus 10% to healing effects received. Nice. Okay, then Morrigan, I don't think we've got anything that's gonna... I tend to leave Morrigan in her own kit unless I've picked up sort of magical robes that are better, but I don't think we've got anything of that ilk yet. So I might leave her as is. Liliana. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if we've got a bow. Right, we've got a longbow. And we've got fire arrows, 60 of those. And if we change her weapon set on the other one to... It's only tier 1 daggers, oh, that's tier 2. Okay. So she's got 2 options there, much like me. What else we got? The dog. Well, the dog's alright, and I don't... we might have a collar for him, actually. Why am I walking over to them? What is going on, people? Losing my mind. Alright, he should already have a collar on, as it happens. equipped by Axel, yeah. +2 constitution. Okay. So I think pretty much got everything that we're going to be using for the time being, and should be able to sell some stuff to Bodan.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Heard any rumours?
Some folks aren't happy about Tyrn Loghain being named regent. There are rumours he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard?
Yep.
The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tyrn Loghain couldn't save the king from that inn, then nobody could. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. I hear tell they held a funeral in Denerim for King Caelan. The Grand Cleric called for a full day of mourning, and there was a procession a mile long passing by the brazier. It's too bad they don't have a body to properly burn. What happened to him at the hands of those creatures, it's unthinkable. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
I heard from some travellers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe, overrun by Darkspawn, maybe. There's no word from the village at all. A merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place and there was nothing waiting for him there but death. He wisely turned around and came right back. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Take it for what it is. I knew he was going to say that. So what's your story exactly?
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Why did you leave? Lost glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
And what happened? What happened then?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
Better to do something with them than leave them to rot.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
And now here you are.
Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Yeah. But where do these goods come from?
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn take it all.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Let me see your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay, that's interesting, but I haven't got that. I haven't got as much to sell as I thought. Right, we can sell that. We can sell the Warden's Sword, we can sell the Chastened Fat Blade, I think. Jesus, got loads of this stuff. Oh, they're for a mage. I wonder if Morrigan can wear those. Oh god damn it! I forgot to check Alistair's stuff. Anything tier 1 can basically go. I was under the impression Alistair was wearing tier 3 stuff, but I think the gems, I think the emeralds and diamonds and all that can just be sold. I think they literally are just that. Garnet. Alright, we've taken our weight down to 31. So once we can, if we just quickly check with Alistair, and then we can dump that stuff, and we're good to go. Good to pick up a whole bunch of stuff. And why am I running over there again? Because I don't need to. Every time, people. Alistair. Well, he's wearing tier 1 gear and tier 2 gear. So, right, he can't wear the boots because it needs 22 strength. So we need to get his strength up ASAP. Tier 2 boots is already heavy chainmail boots, splint mail boots. Better armour on those. Not sure if I don't think there's any benefit to keeping the kit the same. We'll just keep him the same for now. It's not that much of a difference. So we'll keep those boots, and let's just check Morrigan for these boots. Yeah, Enchanter's footing. Yeah, I'm not sure she can wear separate items. Oh, she can. Sweet. Okay, so that's helped her out. 6 + 6 defense, nice. Right, we'll keep the elvish boots and dump the rest.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
So we'll keep those, and we'll dump that and that. Awesome! Okay, we're ready to rumble. Okay, well I think we are heading off to Redcliffe. I think we'll take Sten out for a bit of a run. He's a bit of a beast, isn't he? So hopefully he'll do us some good. The only downside is that's 3 up-close characters, but I can switch to bow, so that's not too bad. Right, let's rumble. How do we get out of here? Do we just run this way? There must be. Oh, there it is. There it be. That's the world map. That's fine. Yeah. All right. So there's me and definitely Morrigan. Sten.
Yes.
And Alistair.
Yes.
There's a party for you. Wow, we've got a few places to go, haven't we? Okay. Okay. You can't go back to Ostagar, surely? No, yeah, I was going to say. You can get a Flemeth's Hut anytime, though. That's quite cool. So we've got Redcliffe Village, which I think is where we're going to go. We've got... You have to... When you travel these roads, for those who haven't played it before, you can't... It does... You just travel the map, and you can get interrupted with fights and stuff. But I think... we're going to do Redcliffe first. I think that's a forested area, that Bracilian outskirts. I think that's a Elvish type story. So let's go with Redcliffe first. See what's happening there. We've got a battle.
The dark spawn have sensed us.
Yep.
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap. I shall do it. Look there, a cunning trap. Get on.
Been too bad. Whoa, I've got something on me, people. It's not good. Can't heal. Okay, not to worry. Yeah, I don't know. I got some sort of thing stuck on me then.
It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap.
What's happening? Put me on the right person.
Yes.
No. God's sake.
As you wish.
Oh, disarm failed. Not good enough. Blimey, eh? Oh, actually, we need best remember.
It shall be done. It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap.
Just picking up the elf fruits, people. Come in handy for making potions later. Okay, I think that's it. It would have been great if this game had been open world and you could wander it, but sadly no. Such were the limitations of the time.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Love me? What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Al Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Al Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
What? You don't think you might have told me this before? So you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard. It's a bit harsh. Eh? You're king of the north, or you're king of everything. Doesn't that make you the heir to the throne?
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Did she know the truth about you?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually he just stopped coming.
But you are an heir to the throne, right?
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Gotta be winding Alistair up. Faux show! Whoa, okay, where are we? Right. Easy. That's the world map. There's a dude guarding the bridge. Wow, looks awesome. Check that out.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm on important business. I need to see Al Eamon. What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
What are you talking about, man? Heard what?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Righto. Lead the way, good man. It's funny how little bits sort of start popping back into your memory. This would be a terrific game to remaster, actually.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
You may have known my father, Teron Kausland.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
I can help you drive them back. What evil things are you talking about? Why are you telling me this? What happened then? What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Of course we'll help. This isn't our battle. You want my help? You don't know me. Of course we'll help.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
What would you have us do instead? If there's a chance to rescue the Arl, we have to try. I'm not abandoning these people. Then leave if you don't like it. Good stuff. What would you have us do instead?
Leave.
Leave? And what about our plan to get Arl Eamon's help?
The plan was never to come and defend this village.
If there's a chance to rescue the Arl, we have to try.
Yet helping these humans does nothing of the sort.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
You have some of our layman's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Their search for the urn of sacred ashes.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead? Spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
So what happens after the battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Let's get to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Fare ye well. Yeah, I mean, I got massive disapprovals for helping these people. It's a bit harsh, isn't it? Not much I can do about it.
Let us pray. You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
I have my own reasons to be here. I cannot stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you.
Thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I should go.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
And you, Mother, Sister Teresa. Right, Hannah, sorry. Free XP.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be
Irina.
alright.
Good day.
Irania, sorry.
Where's Father?
No.
Good day.
Why can't we go home?
We like some free XP, people. Jetta.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Is it just me, or are her boobs looking a bit flat at the front? I don't know why I noticed that. I shall move on swiftly. Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
And you.
I guess so.
We've got Caitlin and Old Man.
I'm
Is that his
so
real
scared,
name?
Father.
Hey, Old Man.
What are we going to do?
I'm too old to fight. It's
If monsters make it to the
stand
chantry,
in here
they'll break through the
and watch
windows
the
and
young
slay us
take up
all.
It's all in the mind, man. Get a sword. Come and join in.
Sorry. Am I bothering
Yep.
you? I'll try to be
Hurry
more
up.
quiet.
Are you all right? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened
I think
to her,
she's done
but
for her.
I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off.
I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Brilliant.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
You need to be strong, girl. Don't worry, I'll look for him.
You will?
Yep.
Thank you so much. Please find him.
I'll try. Right, I think that's it for this particular room. Let's just check the top right-hand side. Don't recall looking over there. Nothing there, is there? Can't go back there. Right. Our work here is done. Amen. Okay. A few things to look at out
Is
here.
this where humans keep all their wisdom? Your behavior makes much more sense to me now.
You know, we don't have the men. I don't know if I'll live to see the sunrise.
I wish Owen would relight the forge. He's our only hope now. Tell them to maintain one.
Well, I think we speak to him once we're ready to go
attack
ahead with the main
before the sun goes
quest.
down.
Gonna have a little wander about before we speak to him. You never know, we might find the little lad. On top of which, we are approaching the hour mark of this particular recording. So kicking off the main quest might be a bit foolish anyway, so there might be other things we can get done. Lake Calenhad, no swimming. There's some bits down there. I know we can't. Keep forgetting you can't run off the edge of things in this game. Hang on a minute. I'm not. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's a door. I was going to say, am I running past doors? I think that's the first one we've come across. Oh, well, it's all to hell in here. Let's have a good look around. A tattered shopping list. There is lamp oil in these barrels. Okay.
Impossible.
What? I think that's it for in here then. Well, if there's oil in those barrels, why have they got a lit lamp? Oh no, it's not above it. I thought I was going to say they've got a lit lamp above the damn thing. Okay, I've got a feeling we come back to that place later for some particular reason. Could be the oil in the barrels or something. Door. Dwin's home. The door is locked and looks as if it has been recently repaired. Hello? For Jesus Christ. Hard knock. Lock picking. Pick the lock on the door. You failed. Break open the lock. Nice. In we go.
Wonderful.
Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
We'll go where we like, unless you'd like to stop us. Apologise. I apologise, I don't mean you any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
What are you doing shut up in here?
Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there.
You'll die in here just as easily as you'll die out there. You should be out there helping defend the village.
Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue?
Let's see if they'll come rushing when I attack you. You're a coward. You're a coward.
You look more than competent. With you out there, they don't really need me, do they?
Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
What about a little more personal reward? What? Getting jiggy with it. I'll put in a good word with the Baron Tegan, or the Earl.
And what good would that do me? The Earl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
Intimidate. What about a little more personal reward? Don't sell your body. What about gold?
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
Then it's a deal.
You're getting off easy there. But like you say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Alright. Nice work. Well, he's not left much to loot, has he? Nothing, in fact. Okay, good call. Right, we've got his help in the battle. I'm not sure what the direct impact is of having him with you, but it's going to make life easier anyway, isn't it? Yeah, we came around the corner. We need to go up here, I think. Well, I'm not finding anywhere we can find this lad.
Don't you ever talk? You know, make polite conversation, just to put people at ease.
You mean that I should remark upon the weather before I cut off a man's head?
Never mind.
Oh, hello. You did not make me just walk up a hill for a door that doesn't open. God damn you, game. Blacksmithy. Go in there in a sec. Cured leather boots.
I am done.
Sure. It's coin if nothing else, people.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Who are you?
I'm the bloody blacksmith and this is my shop. There's nothing of interest here anymore, whoever you are. So you best move along.
I'd like to speak with you. Can I come in?
Certainly not. I don't know you and I don't want to. Off you go.
I need some smithing done.
If you didn't notice, the smithy is closed, the forge is cold, you've come to the wrong place.
Open the door or I'll break it down.
My accent here says you won't. Just you try it, looter! Be gone, I said! Don't you try to come in here!
Alright, you can actually do it. Fine, have it your way.
Good. And don't come back.
Right, I'm pretty sure we can get in there at some point. Unless I had more persuasion skills last time, which I don't think I did. Well... Oh, hello. Bit to the left, bit to the right. Yeah, there's a fair old bit of area to cover here. Let's go up here. Do not be a locked door at the end of this. Durnal Garrison.
Yes? What can I do for you? Very well.
Well, that was a really long conversation, weren't it?
No, I cannot.
Right, well, at least we know where he is. There's obviously a purpose for him. What's that there? Just something growing at the bottom of that thing.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
You think to tell me my place, Kunari? You are very
brave. I'm not gonna activate the two main quest guys at the minute. Just have a good look around the village. I think we've picked up a couple of quests in this place as well from a few notes we've picked up. What the hell? At the moment we've just got prepare Redcliffe for the attack, which is 3 people to speak to, so we've seen 2 of them. And obviously find the lad as well. I don't know if by reading the codex that we'd have... quest related. Didn't seem to be. Alright, moving on. Right, we've seen up the hill. Let's go up this part of the hill. This could be the way out, right enough. I'm pretty sure that's the way out, maybe. Yeah, this is where we came in, isn't it? Well, that's the way out then, presumably. Yeah, it is. I was going to say world map, yeah.
Where are you going? I thought you were going to...
I am! I didn't mean to walk that far.
Oh, it looked like you
No,
were...
I'm not, so back off.
You did leave. I doubt we'd still be here when you got back. I'm just saying.
Alright, calm down. Calm yourself. Right, let's go back over. Got our bearings a bit anyway. I think this should be closed off for now, maybe. Let's have a look.
Greetings, miss. No monster sightings yet. There's still time before sundown, though.
Alright, we can actually go to the cat. Alright. Didn't realise we could come into the castle at this point. Oh, it's locked.
Think again.
Yeah, that's okay. I was gonna say. Right, well I think we shall start wrapping things up, people. We've had a good wander about. I've seen 2 of the people we need to activate. I need to find the 3rd. There's one of them there. So, in fact, I think I shall save at this point here. And then we'll start prepping for the battle in part 6. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you again in Dragon Age Inquisition. I nearly said again, Dragon Age Origins. And I will see you in the next part, folks. Take it easy. Bye.